So like I said in a previous video, I lost every bit of the tackle that I owned because, like an idiot, I put it in my boat and drove 2 hours and lost it on the highway somewhere. And whenever I found it, it had been ran over, it had been pulverized, it's gone. So what I did today was I went out shopping and I pretty much got a bunch of stuff to restart my whole tackle collection pretty much, because I had a giant bag that had almost all my stuff in it, and that's what got destroyed. And I have never bought this much tackle in one shopping spree ever. And it was fun, I had a great time, but it was expensive. Smells like power bait. So, I got a lot of stuff. Now my birthday is coming up, so I actually didn't pay for any of this. This was a gift from a family member because they knew that I lost everything, so their gift for my birthday was to let me go on a shopping spree with their card and let me get whatever I needed to revamp my tackle box. And so I tried to get one of most of the colors I always use. And starting out, I got a lot of soft plastics. I'm always throwing wacky rigs, Texas rigs, jigs, everything that uses soft plastic. I love them. And my favorite of all time will always be the Power Bait Ribbon Tail Worm, and specifically the blue fleck color. I love these. I've fished these most of my life and I've caught tons of fish on them. These ones are the Electric Grape. Love these colors. Then I got one bag of green pumpkin sugar craws because they're like $6 a bag. Like, power bait is expensive as crap. I did get a lot of craws, and that's for Texas rigs and for jigs. Love throwing them. These are the Yum craws. I got those in black and blue, of course. Now with wacky rigs, my favorite worm to throw the wacky rig is the Yum Dinger. And I got them in Watermelon Pearl Jam, June Bug, and I know I have a few more. I don't know where I put them. There's some more. I got them in Watermelon Red Flake. I also got some creature baits. These are great. And I never fish grubs. I want to try it out. They call these grubs, these Yum grubs, but they look a lot like a little swim bait, like a minnow, more than anything. Like they even have a little paddle tail and everything. And I'm not a grub fisherman, so I might be wrong, but I thought grubs were like the little jig looking things that had a kind of a ribbon tail on the back. So I don't know, I want to try these ones out. And then I got these net bait craws specifically for a jig that I bought. I got this jig right here. It's green and orange, and these net bait craws perfectly matched it, so I just had to get them. I got a few more bass jigs too. I didn't get too many bass jigs because after I lost all my tackle, I went ahead and bought like a few bass jigs to keep me going until I could get some more. I also got loads of spinner baits. My favorite spinner bait is H&H spinner baits. They are very cheap, and that's what I love about them, and they work great. I have fished them my whole life, and in my opinion, they work better than anything else. I love them to death. I got them in tons of colors, a bunch of different weights, a bunch of different spinners. I got some willow blades, some Colorado blades, all kinds of stuff. Got tons of those. Love H&H spinner baits. And then I fished these in a previous video. They're just the cheap $1 Walmart spinner baits. They're just a little bigger than the H&H's, and I like them because they're so cheap. I'm a stickler for saving money. Maybe one day I'll get into throwing more expensive baits, but the problem is if I lose it and it was like, say it was worth $12, I'm gonna feel horrible about losing that lure. So for right now, I'm sticking with the cheap stuff because that's what I can afford. I also got all my Texas rig stuff too. I got my EWG hooks, got a few packs of those. And then I got a lot of different bullet weights, mostly 1/8 ounce. And Ozark Trail makes weights and hooks now. So really, really cost-effective way to get your Texas rig stuff. And I got 1/8 ounce in those. And then I got these Eagle Claw 1/16 ounce in case I want like a slower rate of fall. I also got the size 2 Eagle Claw hooks. I can't speak. I also got the size 2 Eagle Claw hooks. I use these for my wacky rigs just because they're smaller, a lot easier to get in and out of the fish's mouth. I also got quite a few hard baits. I got cheaper hard baits because if I would have got like Berkley, 6 Cents, any of that stuff, I would have spent way too much money. And I also think that these ones are cool. Academy has their own brand that makes some, in my opinion, pretty good looking hard baits. They're called H2OX. And I got this Craw square bill, got this Sexy Shad square bill crankbait. And then I also got 2 of these jerk baits. They are, they're the same jerk baits, but I got one in shad and one in chartreuse. I also found this, and I'm trying to get into throwing more swim baits because in one of my older videos, I threw a bull shad swim bait, and it was a lot of fun. I had a great time with it. But I found this. It's a pretty big swim bait. It's a bluegill swim bait, and it was only $7, so I felt like I had to get it. Now, the other thing that I got was a lot of these cotton cordell hard plastics because they're so cheap. Every Walmart has them for like $2 in the fishing section. And they may not last as long as the higher up brands, but that's, who cares, it's $2. You're getting a hard plastic for $2. And so I got a shad crankbait, same crankbait in a craw pattern. Shad lipless crankbait, this shad medium davin crankbait, another shad medium davin crankbait. I got this kind of bass colored jerk bait. I got a craw colored lipless crank. And the other thing I got, the only tackle box that I got was this small Plano one because I still have a ton of these Cast King tackle boxes laying around because I bought a ton of them for like $5 a piece, and it was a deal, so I had to buy a ton. I like to keep my jigs and all my hooks, weights, everything in these small Plano tackle boxes, so I got one of those. I'm not used to talking to cameras, so I'm sorry if this video is garbage. But I had a great time shopping for all these lures, and had a great time making this video. So thank y'all so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. I will see y'all next time.